September was another challenging month for mining cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies fell again overall, but not to the extent we've recently seen in prior months. I should at least consider myself fortunate that I'm not a GPU miner. Many GPU miners had to shut down their entire mining operations in September because no coins are profitable to mine anymore post the Ethereum merge. I feel for you GPU miners, I hope you can get back to mining soon.
I'm rooting for the other guy.
Today I'm going to show you how I made $2,545 in cryptocurrency mining income in September.
Could be worse.
Now this will just be income earned in the month of September 2022. This will be income earned from cryptocurrency mining, running cryptocurrency nodes, and any interest earned in Defi. I've also included estimates for monthly expenses, including VPS hosting costs and electric expense to run miners, so that I can get an accurate picture of my net income from mining for the month. But I did not sell any of the coins I mined this month. I'm really waiting for the next bull run, which could be another year or two from now, when we see much higher cryptocurrency prices, to sell these coins. I would consider a lot of these mining projects that I'm currently mining as speculative mining projects.
Honestly, it seems risky.
The current profitability of these projects is quite low at this point, but that's to be expected when you're in the middle of a bear market.
Very low, basically.
As I've stated before, my strategy for cryptocurrency mining is to get exposure to a large number of different cryptocurrency mining projects. I fully expect some or even many of these cryptocurrency mining projects will fail miserably, but I also expect that a few of these projects will see wild success and will greatly offset any losses I may see in the failed projects. This earnings review is a monthly series I've been doing. This is month 5 of that series. I've created a playlist on my channel if you're interested in checking out the prior month's videos. As I've stated in prior videos, I'm not sharing this information to boast about being in a certain project or making a certain amount of money. I'm not trying to pump certain projects or coins for my own personal gain. I'm really sharing this information to try to hold myself accountable, to track the monthly profitability of all my different mining projects so that I know when to turn off miners when they become unprofitable. I hope by sharing this information, you can gain something from any insights I may provide in this video. I really think every cryptocurrency miner should be doing this type of analysis when analyzing all their different mining projects. And as always, for disclosure purposes, nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm not being compensated by anyone in any way to make this video. Do your own research before getting into cryptocurrency projects. And remember to give this video a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. All right, let's get to the numbers. All right, let's start by looking at the high-level revenue, expense, and net income numbers and the comparisons to prior months. So for the month of September, we had total revenue of $2,545. $1,150 was from miners, $1,150 was from nodes, and $246 was from DeFi. Now, we did see a decrease in miner revenue of $325 between August to September, and that's really driven by two different things. Number one, our MatchX M2 Pros. We did see a spike in MatchX price at the end of August last month, so that inflated the monthly earnings numbers for that miner. And the second thing that's driving that decrease is the profitability on our Kadena KD Pros. Did decrease from August to September. My understanding is the mining difficulty has gotten more difficult, so the output from those miners has decreased month over month. Our node revenue month over month is fairly consistent. We are seeing a decrease in DeFi revenue month over month of $116, and that's driven by two things, a lower profitability for yield nodes and also a lower profitability for my step-in shoes. Our expenses month over month are fairly consistent, and then our net income month over month is really being driven by that change in the revenue month over month. So we are seeing a pretty steady revenue output over the past 5 months, anywhere between 2,200 and 3,300. Hopefully, if we see cryptocurrency prices appreciate over the next several months, we should see that revenue number increase in quarterly. So next, let's look at my mining profitability by project for September. So these are ranked by most profitable to least profitable for my net income for the month. So our number one project for September was the same as August, and that's my two MatchX M2 Pros, netting me $615. Our number two was also the same, my Flux nodes. I have two Nimbus and one Stratus nodes, netting me $467. And our number three was pre-search again. I now have 80 pre-search nodes. We add two more pre-search nodes here in September, so that netted me $420. Our number four and number five projects have also stayed fairly consistent. That is Drip and Step-In, netting me $86 and $75 accordingly. Next is our first, what I would call real mining project on the list, and that's my three iPolo G1 minis. Those netted me $61 for the month. These haven't been a huge earner for me, but they have been a consistent earner for me throughout this year so far, and it's nice to see that they're still currently profitable. All right, number 7 on our list is my 6 Gold Shell KD Box Pros. These mine the Cadena token, netted me $60 for the month, so that's about $10 per miner net. The profitability, like I had mentioned earlier, has gone down for Cadena mining recently. I think that's due to some new high power miners that are coming online recently, making the network difficulty much more difficult to mine this token. So I'm hopeful we'll see an appreciation in the KDA price to make these miners more profitable in the future. Next to note are the Helium Bobcat 300. I installed 2 more of these Helium miners down in Iowa at the beginning of September. So now I have 5 of these. Those netted me just under $43 for the month. All right, my number 10 project is my Deeper Connect Mini. This is a VPN that I run from home. That netted me $42. One thing to note is my credit score did go over 800 for the month for this miner. So I'm actually going to be receiving higher earnings for this going forward. I was previously earning about 120 Deeper tokens per day, but now that my credit score has been over 800, I'll be earning 164 tokens for this miner going forward per day. Our number 11 on our list is yield nodes. The profitability for my yield nodes has been going steadily down each month, but we are seeing some profits coming out of that each month. Number 13 on our list, our Gold Shell SC box. One thing to note, I just did a video on this recently, but I did switch to SCP mining here at the end of September for this miner. It is slightly less profitable than Siacoin mining, but it is a speculative bet I'm willing to make with this miner. Number 14 on our list, our HiFix GeoNet weather station has gone live. The GeoNet token has gone live. So I was able to turn that on here at the end of September, and it netted us $11 over the last 6 days of September. Number 15 on our list, our XM miner. That is still in testnet, but we are seeing some good data usage on that miner. So I'm hopeful that'll continue, and we'll continue to see increased earnings for that miner going forward. Other things to note, I did install a Helium Bobcat 500 miner at the beginning of September, and that earns what are called these mobile tokens, and those will be converted to HNT tokens at some point. The conversion rate for these tokens is still, I believe, up in the air. There are some people online trying to speculate what that'll be, but my understanding is there's no definitive exchange rate between mobile and HNT at this point. So I have 433,000 mobile tokens earned so far, but I think it's anyone's guess at this point what the underlying value of those tokens will actually be, if they're even going to be worth much of anything. WeatherXM is still under testnet. We're earning coins, but there's no value for the WXM token. And then finally, we have our bottom 3 projects here, which are currently unprofitable, but the net unprofitability is still pretty small for me, so I'm keeping these miners on for the time being, but if they do continue to become even more and more unprofitable, I may switch, especially the Gold Shell Mini Doge Pros, I may turn those off. Just because I don't want to be running a lot of miners that are essentially losing me money each month. So that totals our $2,545 in total revenue for the month and just under $2,000 in net income for the month. All right, let's briefly go through the miner graveyard. There were no new additions to the miner graveyard, thankfully, this month, but I want to kind of highlight the different items here and where I think they may go going forward. Number 1 is my Planet Watch Aware elements. I turned these off back in May of 2022 because Planet Watch and Aware had a disagreement. They were no longer being utilized for Planet Watch. But I have gotten word that I may be able to utilize my Aware element for a different cryptocurrency project. So I'm working on setting that up now. And if there's some interest, I can share my setup and my initial results for that project here in the coming weeks. Number 2 are my Bitmain Antminer L3 Pluses. These are script miners, so they mine Litecoin and Dogecoin. These have also been off since June. These are currently unprofitable to run at my electric rate, and they're also very loud and produce a lot of heat. So I'll be looking to sell these probably in the next bull run, where hopefully we get some value for them. All right, number 3 is my Celsius staking. As many of you are aware, Celsius suspended withdrawals back in June of this year, and then subsequently filed bankruptcy. So I'm hopeful through the bankruptcy proceedings we'll be able to get some of my deposits back from them. But at this point, I don't see Celsius coming back, and I'm hopeful I can get at least part of my money back on that. Number 4 are my stronger nodes. I have changed this to dead. I have let all my nodes expire. I don't think stronger nodes is coming back anytime soon or ever. The price of stronger continues to decline, and essentially it costs more to pay the maintenance fees on your nodes each month than you do get in stronger earnings. So it really doesn't make sense to continue to run these stronger nodes. Next is Coinbase staking for Cardano. I had turned this off to reduce potential risk. I may turn this back on in the near future. And then finally, my Gold Shell Mini Doge miners. I'd had 10 of these. These are also similar to the Bitmain Antminer L3 Pluses. Have been off since June because they're underwater versus my electric rate. But I do have price targets in mind in terms of when we see Litecoin and Dogecoin hit certain price points, those miners will be profitable for me in the future, and I'll plan on turning those back on. But who's to say when that's actually going to happen? In terms of pending projects, I have 2 of them currently on my list, and there is actually one more in the pipeline, but I'm not going to list it here yet. First are my S19 Pro 110 terahash hosted Bitcoin miners. Those did start to go online here at the end of September, but I am seeing them going on and offline still. So I'm hopeful that we'll see consistent online and earnings for those starting here in October. And then I have 2 demo data miners coming, and I think those are coming here in October or November. So if you want any updates on any of these projects that I've gone over today, just let me know in the comment section below. I'd be happy to do an update review video on any of these projects. I know I've done initial videos on most of these projects, but if it's been several months and you're looking for an update or if something has changed, let me know, and I'd be happy to put together an update video if there's enough interest. So obviously it wasn't another great month for cryptocurrency mining, but personally, I'm not worried about the current value of a lot of these cryptocurrency tokens because I'm not looking to sell them anytime soon. I'm really looking for the next bull run to unload my tokens, and that could be another year, 2 or 3 out from now, but I'm really anticipating to sell these tokens at much higher prices than we're currently seeing today. In the meantime, I'll continue to try to stack tokens, learn about new projects, and try to share any insights and information I learned with you so that you can make informed decisions about cryptocurrency mining and cryptocurrency investing. If you want to check out one of my other videos, check it out here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.